everybody, welcome back to another episode of our podcast City Slickers. With us it's of course $2.20, and as a special guest we have Taser with us. Hi Taser, welcome.
Hello guys, how's it going?
You missed a really good opportunity to say, and Taser here. Or Taser is
true.
here. You really missed that
yes,
one.
I should have said it. And Taser here, yeah. Well,
Yes.
it's too late now because we want to have to do this in one take.
That's true.
I want to do that. So I'm
You
not
did say
going to
one
redo
take.
it.
Oh man, thank you so much for joining us. I think this is our 5th episode. Is that the number we're up to now?
Yes, I think it's the 5th episode. I think people are asking themselves, you guys don't know what episode is this? But the reason is like we are recording this in advance, and I think it's quite some time, because right now when we record the 5th episode, in 1 week we will have the 2nd episode. So
Yes.
it's in advance, quite a lot.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's once at 2 weeks we release the episode, so or like how $2 likes to say it, fortnight Fridays.
Fortnight Fridays, correct.
Oh man.
Taser, man, thank you so much for joining us on our 5th episodes. How are you? It's
Yeah,
been a
of
while
course.
since we've seen you.
Yeah, last time we guys met was in real life, which is pretty cool. But yeah, ParadoxCon. That was so cool, just meeting everyone. Like, you just see everyone's logos and stuff on Steam or YouTube, Twitter, or whatever, and then just actually get a face on everyone. Pretty cool. So,
Were the faces matching up to people's voices / logos / assets? What do you think?
I don't know. I can't really remember if I really thought about that. Like everything was just pretty overwhelming, you know. Like, there we have this person, and then we have this person. And it's like, I didn't really have too much time to like think.
And then I'd see someone in the hotel lobby, and I'd be like, I reckon that's this person.
Yeah, actually, when I got to the hotel, I was gonna check in and stuff, and then I was just standing there, looking at my phone, just waiting for the check-in area to be free, and then I just started noticing, I recognize that voice. It's because it was Silver's voice. It was Silver's voice and Lost Gecko. They stood there in the check-in area, so I just heard his voice, and then I looked up like, that's Silver, and then I went over there and started talking to them, and we got on the tram and stuff, and just weird hearing a voice that you recognize. Just in Berlin in some random hotel.
Yeah, I felt like I could. When I saw Prez, I was like, I reckon that's Prez. I was like, I think that might be that guy. Yeah, that was really cool. Such a cool experience. I really hope we can all get together again soon. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably not this year, but
Yeah, definitely not this year.
And
it would be a miracle if it would be this year.
It would be an absolute miracle. Taser, I've been really enjoying your newest series, Riverton Bay, just because like
thanks, man.
It's totally up my alley. Like, you're taking heaps of inspiration from the places that I also find really interesting as well. Like, what made you start a series that is based around California?
Well, it's not necessarily based around California. I started off with that. I did some like very LA style neighborhoods and stuff, and it's just because I was inspired to do Los Angeles, but it's not an LA city per se. Like, I want to be able to take inspiration from sort of wherever. Like, not that I'm gonna take inspiration from some Chinese city all of a sudden, just mix it. You know what I mean? But like, maybe I want to take some inspiration from, let's say, Texas. Maybe I want to take inspiration from, somewhere else, maybe in the US or maybe Australia. Who knows? Like, I want it to be pretty free. So, for example, I uploaded a new episode yesterday, and my inspiration for that one was Miami. Like, I did the skyline and I did the downtown, and I didn't take any inspiration from LA. I didn't want to do an LA skyline. I just went on my memories from being there and also looking at Google Maps and stuff. So I want to be able to. I want this project to be very, just free, like not base it in one specific area. So yeah, I just want it to be pretty open to where I can take inspiration from.
Yeah, I think that's nice as well.
Did I answer your question?
You did, man, yeah. I mean, I thought we were going to do some reminiscing about Los Angeles, but that's all good.
Yeah, well, I think Los Angeles is a really interesting city, and I will definitely take more inspiration from there, because I have some places I found on Google Maps which I think are really interesting, especially north of downtown. There is this like really cool neighborhood where they have all of these like old Victorian sort of mansions. I can't remember the name, but it's one of the older neighborhoods in LA, and yeah, it's just not what you think about when you think about Los Angeles. Like, there are these awesome architecture mansion buildings from like the early 1900s and that kind of stuff. And I think they filmed that like famous Fast and Furious house is in that neighborhood.
Can you see my face? I think I just...
Yes, we can see
Yeah.
you, man.
Yeah, we can see it.
Thank God.
We were expecting for that face.
And do you think you're going to do anything like inspired by an area like Skid Row?
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna do like a complete neighborhood like that. I've already done like these massive homeless camps and stuff, because I was talking to Brandon Kirk, which is a guy Press and I talk to quite a lot, and he showed me he built something in one of his cities. Like, he built this massive homeless tent area with just like these fires in barrels and stuff, and I started adding quite a lot of that in my first episodes, like off camera and stuff. So some of the areas that I have done in my city are pretty rough, like especially near the highways and stuff, and like on entrances to the freeway. I put a lot of like these homeless tents and stuff, and yeah, it creates a pretty interesting vibe to the neighborhoods and stuff when you add that kind of those kind of things.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I'm gonna do a complete neighborhood like that, but who knows?
Yeah, seeing such huge divide as well, I think is really it's quite confronting when you see, people who live in such different standards of life, and
yeah,
just knowing that like how anyone can be at any state during their life, that you could lose your job and then all of a sudden you're in debt, and you just can't fathom like how that sort of thing can just happen to anyone really. It's really sad. Man,
for sure.
I'm really enjoying your series at the moment. It's really cool. You've got like a huge like range of cities that you've taken inspiration from, and all your series that you've created have been like European, and there's been a couple now based in America. Like any ideas for the future?
You mean if I'm gonna move out of Europe and America?
Are you thinking about that?
I mean, I've definitely thought about it. I'm sure you guys get a lot of comments from people suggesting places that you should build. But what I think about that is, I want to create skyline cities that are inspired from places that I've been. So I've only been to Europe and the US. I've never been to Asia or Australia or Africa or South America. So I'm not sure if I would want to do like a city in one of the areas that I've not been to. I like to do places where I've actually been there and sort of have my own inspiration. Well, for sure it will be cool to do some like super unique project in some weird place somewhere in the world, but like, I don't know, I find it more enjoyable when I've actually been to at least a similar place,
Well, I
feel like I can.
So I was just gonna say, I feel like that's when you get inspired, right?
Yeah.
Like you go somewhere and you go like, this place is amazing, or this place is interesting. I want to try and capture it somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I guess that is just the reason why I haven't done anything else than Europe and America. But who knows, if I if I travel somewhere in the future, maybe something else. We'll see.
Australia.
Back to the Future with Taser.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Yeah, it's easier to do a project when you've been to a country or a place. I mean, that's what happened to me with my very short Italian series. I've been to Italy and I was like, oh my god, I want to start something like that. But I lost my inspiration.
I remember that. You did like a rest area.
Yeah,
I remember
area,
your Italian rest area.
Yes, and then I think I did like 3 or 4 episodes in total, but I had the mood back then, but I lost my inspiration super fast. Probably because I also going with Arnold and Little Friends, so it's maybe 3 series is too much at a point. Not maybe, I'm sure.
Well, ask $2, see if he agrees.
No, I'm not going to ask him.
Yeah, don't. I just constantly come with a new series, and then everyone is always, start a series based in the UK, start a series based in Africa. You're like, oh guys, like I've got like 10,000 series I want to start, so it's probably not going to happen. Really sorry.
You should start a Planet Zoo series again.
Oh god, yeah. I mean that game was so difficult. I'd love to keep on going with that, but I'd jump all over Planet Coaster if I had the time, but like I can't possibly squeeze in another video game, unfortunately. It's taken, my time is taken up. It's at maximum capacity.
Yeah, I mean, to create City Skylines videos, they just take so much time to do.
How long do they usually take you?
Well, I mean, depends if I really want to get a video up. But if I don't want to think about it all the time, right now I'm uploading every other week, and I kind of like that because I've uploaded once a week. When I did my Brunswold series, my last European cities or series, I uploaded every week for like, I think it was 4 or 5 months, every single week, not missed a single week. And I mean, it's just a lot of work, to always have to think about doing a new episode. I mean, it's fun, but it's not the same as just sitting down and playing the game and just doing whatever you want. Like when you're recording and when you're doing an episode, you always have that in your mind. You're always thinking about the episode when you're building stuff, because I plan my episodes when I do the recording. Like I don't start record, then I build everything, and then I start record. Like I always think, is this gonna be good for the video? Is this gonna be worth putting in the video? So I start recording, then I stop recording, do some other stuff, then I start again. So I always have that like thinking in my head of the video. So it's not that I can completely like just relax and play a video game.
Yeah,
So-
I agree. Or plus, it wouldn't be very interesting very interesting content if you're just recording everything that you did. I think I don't think people realize that it's very, very purposeful what we're actually hitting record and releasing in the videos. So what do you think is, I mean, obviously playing the game and building is probably would that be the best part of making a video?
Yeah, I'd say so, for sure.
And then the least popular,
The least part,
thing you'd hate, the thing they hate the most.
It has actually changed a little bit. Like a couple of years ago, I really didn't like doing the commentary of my videos. Like that was just something that I kept on procrastinating about with the video and left it for like the day before and stuff. But like, I don't know, I've just started to enjoy that more. I think when I thought it was just annoying, I think I just thought way too much about the commentary. Like, oh, I said this word wrong, now I need to retake the whole thing. But like, I just don't care anymore. Like, I start recording, then I talk, and if it turns out good, which it usually just does nowadays, I just go with it. Like, I don't put too much thought into if everything is 100% perfect in my commentary anymore. Like, I just don't care. I just talk and it'll end up however it ends up. So
Yeah, I think that's really important. I've got a friend who he's got like a really popular Instagram account in Australia. Like does some like really like he does like a lot of pictures and drawings, and then he sort of turned into a bit of a meme page where he's like drawing memes, and he's quite popular in Australia. And he then recently moved to YouTube, and like now his YouTube channel is doing really well. And he was making every video, like the quality on every video was so high, like they were really, really, really good quality. Like to the point where I'm like, dude, I don't know how you're gonna keep this up, because I don't see how you're gonna be able to upload every week and release videos with this type of quality. And then he ended up releasing a video saying like, you know what, like if I'm going to produce videos like this on YouTube, then about 70% perfection is about right. You know, and just leave that 30% for error, and just uploading not until it's completely perfect, and making sure that everything is 100% exactly how you want it. Because otherwise, like, YouTube just doesn't reward videos like that, really. You know,
like YouTube likes quantity.
They like quantity. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was when he said that, I was like, yeah, you're right, man. Like, you know, there's been videos where I've like, you know, rendered the whole video, and then I've like watched the cinematics at the end, and there's like a little, I don't know, there's a flying car or something, and I'm like, no.
No, I never care about that anymore. Definitely not.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's important to not just do it too, like, to not take it too serious. Like, it's not, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Like, it's better if you just enjoy it, because that'll just be seen through the video a lot more than if you just try to do everything to 100%. Like, people just like it way more when you are actually enjoying it, because people notice when you don't enjoy it through the videos. And
yeah,
I don't know.
No, I think that's really true. Like, being a YouTuber, like, is that something that was something that you wanted to do as a younger person, or did you?
Well, I'm still young.
That's why I changed it to younger. I was gonna say young, but you are correct.
Yeah, I've always thought it was just interesting with YouTube. Like, I've done it since I was very young.
Really?
Like I did like Minecraft videos and that kind of stuff when I was way younger. Hopefully you guys never see those videos.
I was gonna say, but we've been making a bit of a segment of checking out people's.
Oh, I know.
You didn't delete these videos, did you?
Oh, they're on totally different channels. Probably most of them deleted. So. No, but I've always thought it was just a lot of fun doing YouTube. Like, I don't know when I uploaded my first like serious YouTube video. Probably many years ago. But I've just always thought it was a fun thing to do. And really, when I started this channel, my TazerHere channel, I really started to take it more serious, you know, because before that I didn't really take it too serious. But then I decided, well, I really like this game, and I've always just been wanting to do YouTube videos and stuff, and let's just see how far I can take this, pretty much. So yeah, I've always been interested in doing YouTube videos.
And before we pressed record, you were showing off some cameras, like, and obviously that's got to have something to do with. Are you studying photography? Are you doing film? What's going on? I think you need to get the camera back out. Yeah,
I'm aspiring to work in the film industry. I'm very interested in like cameras and all that kind of stuff, but also just filmmaking in general. And so yeah, I bought a Blackmagic Pocket 4K camera, which is a budget cinema camera, which is actually it works pretty much the same as a cinema camera, which means you can just build and build on the camera. You can just add more things, make it bigger, just everything. And I decided to just get that one and just take it more serious, because that's ultimately what I want to do.
Yeah, you said pocket was in the title, so it's a pocket because when you took it out,
no,
I was like,
definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah.
I don't know why they named it Pocket Cinema Camera, because there's not a chance any person, if they don't have huge pockets, that they can fit that freaking camera down there. Like, no, definitely not.
And what do you, because like a camera like that, what do you what are you planning to do with it? What are you planning to film?
Well, right now I not take it too serious right now, but then in the future probably start doing some like freelance work to start off with. Just, I don't know, try to connect with different companies, try to just get into the film industry somehow and start getting, you know, connections and stuff and all that. And yeah, probably just start working for free and then just build up some type of portfolio and that kind of stuff, so you have something to actually show. Like, why would anyone want to, you know, hire you if you don't have anything to show?
The art industry,
so,
doing things for free.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Tell me about it.
You should also put this podcast on the portfolio.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably good to have done YouTube videos.
Do you see an overlap with your filming skills and what you've learned when it comes to, like, you know, using a camera in real life, and when it comes to recording cinematics or videos?
You mean for the cinematics or just YouTube in general?
Yeah, let's put it down to YouTube in general. Like, do you see any overlap between the videos that you make on YouTube and the videos that you produce in real life?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely YouTube has helped me learn editing softwares like Premiere Pro. Like, it's a very important thing for like filmmaking and stuff, of course. And the reason I know how to use that program is through YouTube. And yeah, well, I guess probably it has had some influence on how I do my cinematics for my videos, maybe. I don't know.
Taser, what was your first... I was trying to remember your first series, City Skyline series on your channel, and I can't remember the name.
The first one... I deleted my first one. Not deleted, but they're all private. But my first one that's on the channel right now is called Green County.
And the one you...
But the one before that was called Verberg. But those videos... not happy with at all, so I just privated all of those. But yeah, if you... I'd consider the Green County project my first one.
Well, actually, I thought I knew your first series, but now that I'm looking at this Green County, I don't remember this at all. 2016, so you must have gotten the game when the first came out as well, right?
Yeah, I got it probably a month after it came out. I was subscribed to Keralis, and I saw him upload his first like early access videos of it, and I just knew right then and there that I had to get the game. So I got it very early on. Yeah.
Were you a fan of Keralis before he was uploading City Skyline stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure. I loved his Minecraft videos and stuff.
This is actually the first video I remember watching of yours.
Yeah, I mean, this is where I started actually detailing and like started with the format that a lot of people do now, which is, you know, time lapse, then maybe a little bit of like live gameplay with some commentary, and then just cinematics. And this is where I started that kind of concept with this series here. So this is like where I started getting into detailing and that, yeah.
It's such a throwback watching these like old school decals, and even
yeah, look at those decals. Those fallen leaves are just horrible.
They're so bad. And then even watching you place down those parking lot decals, and then like, because you don't have precision, or what I can't remember the name of the mod. It's the precision. I can't remember.
Precision engineering.
Is that the one? Yeah. Okay.
Or what do you mean? Like when they are not aligned,
Yeah.
the props?
Yeah. Well, like you're placing down
um,
those decals, and they were just like every time you place one down, they like
Yeah.
unaligned themselves from where you're placing it.
Yeah, I think that's precision engineering.
Yeah, you're probably
I'm
right.
pretty sure. But I placed parking decals on gravel. Who would do that?
Well,
Who would paint on gravel? Like, that is the stupidest thing ever.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
I think we all did that at a point. I swear.
Oh,
Everyone.
That's so good.
Maybe nowadays there are people still doing it. So yeah, don't worry about it.
And zoning, do you think you'll ever go back to zoning?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I do something more vanilla, I mean, I'd have to use zoning, but as long as I'm detailing, no. I want to have full control of everything.
Yeah, I agree. I actually tried to zone again in this new series I'm working on, and I had full intention to do it, but it's actually not working.
So
I feel
$2. I heard that you are starting using procedural objects.
Yes. Actually, the video that you guys are about, the video that's going to come out this afternoon is me using procedural objects.
Oh yeah, I want to
Correct.
see it.
I feel like I'm the only one who is still not using that mod. I feel like everyone has started to use it at this point, but I am still not using it.
No, there are still a lot of people. Maybe not a lot of people, but there are still people not using it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I jumped on it because I wanted to see some money being made in my city, and it was interfering with the way that everything was connected. So I wasn't able to spawn any, like a lot of my vehicles weren't spawning to do with my industry and to do with like hospitals and ambulances and police cars and stuff like that. So a lot of my services weren't working properly because they were trying to go to these buildings that weren't properly connected to the road. And by making those buildings into procedural objects, which are basically props, it totally fixed my city up, which is like, pretty exciting.
That's interesting.
And how are they working? Have you plopped a little cube services?
Well, I mean,
Inside?
I've got enough buildings and enough services in my city without having to have every
okay.
single building.
Okay.
So there's like districts of like industry that is purely there just for being, interesting or like, being props. So yeah, I mean, it took a while. I mean, this episode actually probably took like it was probably one of the longest to record, but it's it's not exact. It doesn't feel like it because I don't really do very much in the episode. But I totally fixed the industry. I start making all this money as well, which is like really exciting. And I actually feel like it improved my FPS because I guess the game is functioning better than it would have without it. So I don't know. I'm sold. I mean,
That's an interesting way of using PO. Like, I feel like most people just get it to like modify everything. But like, I didn't really know that you could use it in that way.
yeah, it's the simplest way, man. Like I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm literally just clicking a button and then changing it. I mean, the mod looks amazing. Like it truly does. What's your reason for not jumping on it?
What is my reason?
That's the question. Question of the day.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like I already spend way too much time detailing everything. Like
yeah.
I already just spend so much time, and I feel like if I get into PO, it will just take way much more time. Like I'm not sure if I'll be able to stop myself from just going crazy.
Yeah, but
How
So
I remember some of your series, let's say, ended because you reached the prop limit.
oh yeah,
So
that Ferrisburg series that
Well-
ended because I reached the prop limit.
wow.
I think back in the days there was no procedural objects mod, so yeah, you couldn't have used it. But
Yeah.
now you can use it. I mean, you can change at least lots of props or even decals. You can change them into procedural objects if you want. I mean, it's that simple, and that would help you.
Yeah,
of
and
course,
they don't count. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, I think the reason why I managed to hit the prop limit there in that project was because I didn't pay any attention like to how I was placing stuff. Like I just placed unnecessary things everywhere, and I think I had like the sensitivity on that.
Yes.
I can't remember the mod, but I placed like 10 props when I just want to place one.
Yes.
And I didn't even care. I didn't even care. So
Yes,
I just placed 10 props every time.
that's the extra landscaping mod. When you
Yeah.
when you first load up the game, it's on maximum, and yeah, you start placing down trees, and you're placing down like hundreds of them.
yeah, now it's working
Mhm.
only for trees like that. Yes, for props not
it's
anymore. I
dangerous.
mean, now you place only one prop down. You cannot place more than one. At least I didn't notice that, but I think I'm right. Anyways, the other reason you can use or you should use the procedural objects is because it gives you different advantages. And by that I mean you can change stuff that don't fit or cannot fit in your build because they are meant to be in a way, and you can actually change, you can rotate them however you want, so you can actually make them fit and work there. I mean rotation it's one important thing, I would say. Also the rescaling option it's very important in my opinion. You can stretch it, you can even from a fence, for instance, you have a fence, you know, sometimes the fence is longer than you want it to be, and you just need a little one just to fill in the last gap there, so you can actually use the vertices and you can make it smaller, not
Yeah,
shrink
and
it.
I'm sure it's really useful for like changing the shapes of buildings and like making buildings fit with each other. I'm
Or-
sure.
Yeah, or that one. There are many buildings in the workshop for either corners or I don't know, different type of buildings that are, let's say, they kind of need a mirror version of it, and you don't have it.
Mhm.
And if you would have it, it would change a lot, the aspect, the look, everything there, and you can fit few buildings really great in that particular space. But so procedural objects gives you the chance to mirror buildings, and not only buildings, everything. You can mirror everything. So if you have a cordon that has one of the one side it's longer than the other, you know, because if it's a perfect 90 degrees corner building, then yeah, it's mirrored. But if you have one side it's longer than the other one, then you can perfectly mirror them. And there are lots of buildings. I'm doing this in Little France because I need the mirror building and I don't have it, and it helps me a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
For me it's super amazing.
I mean, I know that there is just so much good stuff you can do with it, but I don't know. I still haven't got into it yet. So we'll see.
That's what I was like as well.
To Dallas he was staying there in the silence, like.
Oh yeah. I got ganged up on so much. Pug gaming, city work. It's just
Yeah.
I got jumps, man.
I mean, at this point, I feel like I just want to not download it just because everyone else is doing it. I just want to be the only one left that is not using it in the end.
But it's
I respect
almost
that.
like not using Move It. Almost.
Is it though?
Yes,
I respect
I
that.
feel so. If you are taking,
Mm.
if Simon is getting down this mod right now from the workshop, I will think twice if I wanna build another thing. I know it sounds stupid, or maybe no, it sounds stupid probably. But I will think twice. I will like be, oh my god, I'm not going to play the game. I mean, for me, procedural objects,
Really?
it's a must have mod.
Is it really that way for you? Like,
Yes, I swear.
it's the same as Move It.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was, so if either
That
you
is
take down
crazy.
Move It or Procedural Objects, for me, it will be a total game changer, but not in a good way, of course. So I was like, oh my god, it's like you're playing with one hand. So these two mods they are the most important ones on the workshop right now, from my point of view, of course. So one of these, if one of these will disappear from the workshop, I will be like one.
You would just stop playing the game, or
I might, because move it. It's
fair enough. That's fair.
Yeah. So honestly, move it. It's extremely important. Maybe that's like 51.
I agree with that one.
Yes. So,
but
maybe
PO, I'm not sure still.
Well, after you start using it, I think, and by that I mean start using it frequently, not only just to avoid prob limit or something else. And if you start changing stuff, if you start rotating stuff, if you start rescaling stuff, then probably you will also feel that you can't play without it. Let's not talk about the coloring.
That is why I'm not downloading it. Because I don't want to be stuck in the place that you're stuck in.
Yeah, but I honestly doubt Simon will stop updating this mod or doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, and if he stops, there's probably someone else that would just take over it.
Maybe, yeah, probably. But also, a good thing about procedural objects is that if the creator will stop updating it, I think it will work with any other version or DLC updates or whatever. So I don't think he's gonna break the save game or anything. I never thought of it like that. So, and if I do remember, Simon was saying this, but I might be mistaken. So let's not say that. Even though I said it.
This just turned into a huge PO advertisement here.
I know, I was just thinking we need some sort of sponsorship. This podcast is sponsored by Procedural Objects.
Yep.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we
Main
should be the ones that should be sponsoring Procedural Objects.
I will edit the videos, so I will add at the beginning video sponsored by Procedural Objects.
That'll be great.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, this goes up on your channel. Yeah.
But I think if I say sponsored by, will it be demonetized?
No.
Why do people actually say this in some of their videos? Hey, this video is sponsored by... Okay, you have to say if it's indeed sponsored. But is there any other reason, or is just the only reason?
Well, I mean, I guess they just want to clear the air for their viewers that it is sponsored, I guess. Because, I mean, if someone does something and talk about a product, and then they don't, say anything about it that it's sponsored, people will think about it differently if they don't say anything.
Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, if anything, I hear the opposite of people saying, this is not sponsored by blah, 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 because they don't want to sound, they want their message to be authentic rather than...
But I don't know if YouTube demonetizes it if you just say sponsored in the video. I doubt it.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
The ad revenue at the moment is just so... it's awful. Not that that's a deciding factor of uploading videos, but... Yeah, it's amazing how much it goes up and down.
Yeah. For instance, in the past 2 months, almost, I saw a super big drop in advertising, and I think it's normal. It was like the period when many businesses were closed, and you can't make an advertise for something if you don't sell that thing anymore, because it's closed. The business is closed for now. But now I saw it's back on track. So the CPM is called cost per mile. Yes, it's back on track for me at least.
I mean, it would probably be a good idea to put on or invest in advertisement and marketing and stuff, because especially on YouTube, because people are, I would imagine, more on YouTube in these times. People are just, what else are they gonna do?
It would make
they
sense.
watch YouTube.
Yes, but
I don't know.
I mean, you can't advertise something that cannot be. I mean, you cannot advertise a vacation. You cannot advertise.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Something that you do when you go outside, for instance. yes, if you can order stuff from online now, because that's probably, I think the online business went super
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
high. But other than that,
Yeah.
I think some of the stuff, I think many stuff couldn't be advertised on YouTube like before. Maybe masks, maybe things you use to clean up your hands, and maybe other stuff, in the house, or those were pretty good, and markets are still up running. But anyways, I felt like there was a drop in the CPM at a point,
Yeah.
a big one. At least for me, it was like almost at the half.
Yeah, mine was half. Yeah, and I was like, I expected it, but then at the same time, it was weird. I also expected to see more, seeing the views on my channel increasing, because I expected more people to be at home just watching YouTube. But I don't know. I didn't really see it.
Well, I don't know. Probably not. Even though maybe I felt a bit that people are at home. Not that big difference. So maybe most of them are watching movies or.
Oh, I think maybe
else.
people are just watching YouTube at work anyway, so that's probably why it hasn't increased or decreased.
That's also
Stayed
very
the same.
true.
It hasn't changed people's work habits at all.
Yes, that's also maybe true, because I've seen many people leaving comments like, "Hey, so glad you uploaded the video. I'm at work and I have nothing to do," or people watching my streams from work. I was like, "What?" But yeah,
Oh my
it depends
God,
on
I don't
what
even-
country.
I can't even check my phone when I get to work. It's so busy it is. It's just like, oh, okay.
Well, your work, yes. I mean, yeah, you can't check your phone or something on YouTube
Just watch
when
YouTube.
you are doing your job. But other people that are doing their job from the office, I think they can do that. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
easier, or maybe they are filling their free time there. No, but it's good that it's back now and things are going very well. But how did we get to this? Oh yes, from Procedural Objects. Yes. So-
Here it goes. Cycle background. Procedural
Back to
objects.
the advertisement.
Welcome to my life, Taser.
Can
This is
I
sponsored. Just
What-
wanting to clear.
$2? Why? Tell me, have you started using it because of me or thanks to me?
Yeah, maybe. I think it was probably because of you. Yes, don't put your ear to... Yeah, whatever. Yes. I still think you're buying mustard-colored shirts because that's my color.
No, I have 4 t-shirts like this. You have only 3, so I'm sorry. You need to buy 2 more to get back on top. Plus, I
Taser,
have my
the
car.
The last time we recorded a podcast, we both put on our webcams at the same time. Like, oh, hey man, how you going? Blah, blah, blah. And we're both wearing exactly the same outfit, like head to toe.
What?
We're just like, oh, alright, I'll change.
No, I changed.
Did you
I
guys
think.
know that you had the same outfits, or
No.
just coincidence?
Just a
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Just it. Yeah.
That's interesting.
We might need to, I don't know, might need some sort of shirt. Some sort of City Slickers shirt.
Yeah, definitely get that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But it's really cool, guys, that you're doing this podcast. Like, I just want to say this. Like, this is awesome. Like, a City Skylines podcast. Like, I watch so many other podcasts and stuff when I record my videos, but like, City Skylines podcast, this is great. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully people enjoy us talking to, different sort of people. I mean, it's so good to get you on here. I think a lot of people appreciate and, would really love to know a little bit more about you and, finding out your inspirations and, what's on your mind and, what's going on with you, because I know that even going back to ParadoxCon, it was so cool, like, meeting, the people behind the assets, behind the videos. And you go like, oh, this makes so much sense. And everyone has, like, a different story to tell. So, yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah. Who would you like to see on this podcast?
that's a difficult question. I don't know. Like, are you guys planning to have like everyone in the community?
Who knows?
Or
we'll see where this takes us. But at this stage,
I don't know. I'm pretty much open to whoever. Like, it's always just interesting to hear people's perspectives on things.
Yeah, because
So-
I mean, we met a lot of people at PDXCon.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you haven't? Because I know I would love to get Biffa
Oh.
on.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool if you guys got Mr. Mason on.
Hmm.
I think he's a pretty interesting guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's on our list for sure.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that would be, let's say, harder to do this is because he's from West Coast, right?
Yeah.
So
No, yeah.
No, I think he lives in New York, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mhm. He's
Yeah.
in New York,
New York,
East
yeah.
Coast. Yep.
so
Yeah.
he's East Coast. Then it's closer. Because okay, then maybe this would be better. Cause
Well,
this-
we had no, it's not better. We had Jay on the other day, and like the only time we could do it was at like 11 p.m. for me. And I was just like, I
Oh,
just
so
dozing
yeah,
off.
then one of us. That's what I was about to say. One of us has to stay very late. And last
We're-
time was
we're old.
$2.
we're old men. We can't stay up. We can't stay up past that time and.
Oh my
function.
god. Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm doing my Friday nights with Skib, which are not anymore almost. So it's very hard for me to stay awake that late. And to be fresh and to be able to do a proper chat or something, it's super hard. Plus, I don't know what I would do with the lightning in the room, because for me, during the nights, well, I have my umbrellas here, so I can maybe use those.
You saw how long it took him to get the webcam on because he's too busy doing his hair and getting the lighting all perfect. So I can't imagine what it'd be like at after 8 p.m. Yeah, but
Something you guys should do, if there is, or let's say when there is another PDXCon, you guys should definitely do like a live podcast from there.
Oh man.
I think you guys should definitely set that up somehow.
it's a
Like,
very
imagine just being able to sit and talk to people in front of you like this instead.
That's true. That's
a
interesting.
great idea,
That's
man.
not bad.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
That would be cool.
Someone was mentioning by the way, $2. I don't know if you saw the comments. I think it was on your podcast. I think yes. I mean, in the one with the City Walk, saying that we should do this live because this way people can chat. Maybe at a point, or yeah, maybe we can try this once. Maybe, just maybe. I don't know.
I'm just scared to go live.
Let's. Huh?
What happens if we mess up? Fall over, our pants fall down,
Pants fall down.
Yeah. fall off my
Nah.
chair,
Come on.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah,
doing.
that's a fair point.
say something stupid.
I no. No. Nah.
That's my nightmare. That's my nightmare. Every time I live stream, I'm just like, what's gonna happen? Like, please nothing bad happen to me right now.
Yeah.
I
By
don't
the
know,
way,
that's like, yeah, maybe.
since you are starting doing live streams, did you have any, I don't know, strange thing happening while you were in the live stream?
Why? Did something happen that I'm not aware of?
No, I'm just asking.
Just ask it. Okay. No. Touch wood. It's been totally fine. Everything has been smooth sailing. Yeah. Why? Has anything bad happened to you while live streaming?
I'm trying to remember right now. I think once something happened, but not that bad. Or I mean, it was not. No, but I'm trying to remember what was it. Anyways, I was curious about yours because you are always doing your live streams when it's early in the morning for you and very late
Yes.
for me.
Yeah.
It's like 1 a.m. I always got notifications at 1 a.m. in the morning. Well, I'm sleeping, of course. I see them in the morning saying that you are doing the live streams there. Or when City Walks is doing his live streams, it's almost 5 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Do a proper live stream when I'm awake.
Taser, because you've got such a good setup now. Like, did you set up your whole scene back there for us, or is that a potential live stream?
What, you mean how this looks behind me?
Oh yeah, don't pretend like that's how it always looks.
This is how it always looks.
Does it really?
Yeah.
God, it's a
I
good
have
setup.
my couch there, and then I have my TV there.
It's very nice.
I mean, what else could I put there? It's just a wall. I mean, I have some shoes like down here, but like, I don't know what else I would put here. Like,
Are you
this is not a movie set.
It's not a movie set. Are you
No.
Are you doing any live streams? What's your plans?
Yeah, well, I've already done one live stream for Riverton Bay, not with webcam as you guys are doing. But yeah, I've done a live stream and I do enjoy doing those. Like, I'll always when I do them, because I don't do them that often, but like always when I actually live stream, I just feel like, oh, this is fun. I should do this more often. But then it just doesn't happen for some reason. Like I don't get myself to do it for some reason. I don't know why, but I always enjoy it. So
If you,
I guess just finding like a right moment to do it. I guess maybe that's a problem. I don't know.
you should. I mean, if you wanna do it, but you don't do it because you don't know why you're doing it. Oh my god, I don't know why I've said that.
It's getting too late.
This got confusing.
Yeah, that's what I've tried to do. But anyways, you should try scheduling it, something like once or 2 weeks, or it depends on you. And then when you know the day has come, you say, okay, this is it. I have to do it now. And you should use your webcam because you have a nice set there, and I feel like it's always more. How should I say? When you see the streamer,
More enjoyable to watch.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. When
I
you see the
understand,
streamer, it's much better. I think, in my opinion, at least, it's really cool to see the streamer. You feel like it's more personal, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
I did only.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, I did only one time a live stream without a webcam. I think it was a live stream for my patrons only. And I think it was for the global build off contest. And even though it was me, I felt it was very strange doing the live stream without seeing myself there. But yeah, I did it without it. I'm used to with the webcam now.
I mean, also why I think I don't live stream too much is because if I'm in the middle of working on an episode and then I just start live streaming, there's a big chance of just spoiling everything. Like, for example, if I would have live streamed while I was working on my latest episode, like the Skyline episode, I mean, there would have been a big chance that I would have just like shown the old Skyline. And I don't know, I like to just keep it for the video. And I guess that's also like when I live stream, it's usually like the day right after when I upload a video, because then I haven't even got to start anything new. So I don't know, it's just this thing that I have that I don't want to show what I'm doing in a future video in my live stream.
Absolutely.
And that's probably why I don't do it too much.
Or you can start a build or something only for live streams, different on a different map or anything not related.
I don't know about that one.
Or you can start on the same map, delete lots of the stuff there, and you can import the build there.
With procedural objects.
This is just getting too complicated. Like, I still don't live stream too much, and I'm not gonna start like a brand new series just because of live streaming. Like, I'm not gonna take it that serious. My main focus is still on making videos.
We just want you to make the most of that. Of your webcam setup.
Oh, is that what it is?
I'm just so jealous. I'm jealous.
You guys like my background here?
Oh, it's just so nice. It's just dark. You got a nice little light behind you. Yeah, Skips has got drinks behind him that he doesn't drink. I'm always like, I never know what to do with I drag that lamp over there so it doesn't look so weird.
By the way, man, what the hell is there in your corner? Is there a bug? No, the other corner.
Me?
Yes.
That?
Sorry, yes, yes.
It was a globe or something.
I know.
Or that one?
Yeah, I meant for the other one.
What?
What's that?
What is that?
Well, he doesn't have the headphones. Let's wait.
Looks like a clock that is just destroyed or something.
Okay, I was meaning
that
the
the
other
question?
corner, but never mind. Leave it like as it is. So if you look on the corner there, I don't know.
Is there something
it's
that I don't see here?
Yeah, it's a black dot. You can't see the black dot?
Up here?
No, the other corner. Yes, almost. Go down, lower.
Yeah, okay. It's
This?
just some screw or something, isn't it?
I'm gonna...
Above the lamp.
Yes, it's above the lamp. Anyways.
That's probably a spider.
Really?
No, it's not. If it was a spider, would have been.
Do you have these like massive spiders in your room and stuff?
Yes, he has.
Unfortunately, yes, yeah.
Oh,
Well, I mean, look, this
hate
house
spiders.
this house is actually pretty modern, and it's up nice and high. But my other house was really old, and had like holes in the floor, like it was had floorboards, and they had like massive holes where you could just like see directly down into the basement, and like I really love big rainy days, but they also attracted the spiders. Like the spiders would come in because like it was raining so much, and we get like these really big huntsmen. They're poisonless. Like they don't bite people either, but they're just so big, and they always end up in the bathroom, and you only notice it when you're
God.
like midwee, or if you're sitting on the toilet or something, or if you're in the shower, and then
But I
you look
think
up.
If you are sitting on the toilet, then it would be better because you are going to hurry up. You finish your job faster.
It's like freaking
You're
out.
done.
I'm not gonna waste any time.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, exactly. You go faster.
It's really bad.
But
yeah.
about that globe you have there,
Yeah.
you should take
Yeah.
that globe and find Romania fast.
Real fast.
Now that's a test.
Yeah, find Sweden as well. He didn't hear.
Hey,
All right.
let's see. Let's see how
Romania
fast
real
you can
fast. Mate, come on. I live on these things. Romania is, oh god. And then you just get to Europe, and it's just like a absolute squash of countries
Just
in
text everywhere.
Done. I always forget how big Romania is.
find. Yes, it is big, man.
Not as big as Australia.
Well, what's the population in Australia?
I can't remember. Not
What?
much.
Say
Not
a number.
much. Say a number.
Yes.
Just say a random number.
I don't
Doesn't
want to
matter.
say.
Say a
I don't want to say a random number and be like totally off. But it's not much.
guess-
Yeah, 25 million.
25 million only? Really?
Mm. Yeah.
But-
and it's
There's just a little bit more than the double amount of Sweden's population, and Australia is quite a lot bigger than Sweden.
I know, and we're all in the cities, man. Like the middle of Australia.
It's
there's-
all like on the east coast, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. There's like no one in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
There
when
are
you drive,
20
so I've driven from Sydney to Perth, and it took like 12 days. And I mean, you can do it faster than that, but that was me driving 8 hours every day. And I don't think it took 12 days. I think it took 10 or 9 or something like that.
Is it mostly like dirt roads?
Well, I mean, you get out of the city, so you get out of Sydney, and you probably about 5-7 hours or so. There's like just a lot of countrysides and small towns and stuff. But then as soon as you get past Broken Hill, it's very it gets very deserty, and just like pretty much nothing. It's really cool. It's a really cool place to drive around in. And a lot of those like country towns, like you get some really 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 small country towns, and it just feels like the Wild West. Like they're very it's really different, and yeah, it's a cool country to like road trip in, but there's a lot of nothingness. Like whenever I look at places in Europe, I just go like, you're pretty much at an interesting destination every hour. Whereas like in Australia, you could drive for like 7 hours and it'd be exactly the same.
Yeah, like Europe, you go through village after village, and then a city, and then village after village. That's pretty much every country here.
Yeah, and it always blows my mind when I look at America and there's so many cities. You know, you just like scroll around, you're like, I know that city, I know this city. You just recognize all these names, whereas in Australia we've got like, 5 major cities more, I guess, but we don't have very many major cities in Australia, and everything else is pretty much a town or a regional city, and they just don't compare to anywhere else. Hey guys, it is 8 p.m. and I can smell my dinner, so I should probably have.
How long have we been going for?
An hour.
1
and a
hour.
half.
No, 1 hour.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We recorded like 26 minutes or 20 plus minutes waiting for Taser to finish with his
Yeah, I had some problems.
software.
waiting for Skib to get his face ready.
Procedural Objects.
Sponsored by.
Sponsored by Procedural Objects.
I will have to add like once at 5 minutes a voice popping up there, like sponsored by Procedural Objects. Can I do that? I can. Yes, I can. I will do that.
Subliminal messages.
Yes.
Do that.
Hey Taze, man, thank you so much for accepting and joining us today.
Yeah, of course.
Hope you had.
This is awesome.
Yes, I'm glad you like it, and I'm glad you were. You said earlier that you felt like this was something missing right now from YouTube, like.
Yeah, I mean for sure. Like podcasts are just becoming more and more popular, and this is a great idea. Like, why not?
Yeah, I'm glad you. Well, let's hope people actually do feel the same, and more people will watch and listen to this. By the way, some people actually were commenting saying we should upload this on Spotify, or right? At Spotify.
That's a good idea.
I don't know how that works, how you can do that, but for now let's let's keep it here. Even though it's nice for people to listen on their phone or at work only in the headphones. Anyways, it's a good thing. We like the feedback, so you guys should always keep leaving feedback to us. Say what you think about it. Oh, time to say goodbye, huh? Again.
Yeah, man.
This is sad. This was enjoyable.
Yes.
Until next time, though. I mean, come and join us whenever we do something, and especially if you want to come and join in an episode or something. We'd love to. I feel there's still so many more questions.
Yeah, it's
just
$2
let me know.
$2 fault with his dinner, not even inviting us there.
No,
but
you guys could have your breakfast.
We had a breakfast. No, it's lunchtime now.
Oh, okay.
But I don't smell anything.
Yeah, it's lunch.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell
Taser,
like
man,
lunch.
thank you so much for joining us, man. It's an absolute pleasure to have you, and we'll have to do it again sometime soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, guys.
Cool, man.
Take care, man. Cheers, everybody.
Later.
Bye.